Hey everyone, thank you very much for joining me for this short core workout. Training Maxim with you. Today we're going to do some gymnastics core drills you can do essentially anywhere, no equipment needed. Welcome. Okay everyone, I hope that you are warmed up and stretched a little bit because some mobility and flexibility will be required for the next drills. And by the way, there is one condition we need to keep in mind. Whenever we are doing the core drills today, we want the spine to stay in the neutral position. What it means? It means that the spine should not be crunching, arching, or twisting. We really want to engage the core when the spine is holding its shape. Otherwise, we're just going to condition the core muscles. Yes, they're going to look pretty and nice and shredded, but the functionality will be lacking, because if the core works and the spine does not hold its shape, let's say you engage the core and you go into the crunch, then the shoulders will be collapsed into the closed position, the hips will be closed, and the functionality of the body will not be there. And without that functionality, no progression with any skills will be possible. Whether you're working with the press to handstands, boxing, or even walking, all those activities will be very challenging with the lack of the spinal stability. About the spinal stability, how to develop that, I will be talking in my next video. I will make a video how to condition the spinal muscles, how to coordinate the spinal work with the core work, and etc. Please check it out later. But for now, keep in mind, we want the spine to stay neutral whenever we operate the core. Unless, of course, a skill requires bending the spine, such as press to handstands or anything else. But rather than that, we really want to condition the core to work with the spine keeping its shape. You will see that it will be much more powerful core engagement than with the spine constantly collapsing when the core is engaged. Okay, please keep it in mind and let's do some drills. The first one, very simple. We will go down. Picture that the spine is elongated so that you have the natural arch in the lower back. You don't have to emphasize the arch, just keep it neutral. Arms behind, and the first part of this drill, 10 reps, you're hiding the chest. Hiding the chest, you should think sides of the rib cage, going to the sides of the pelvis. Do not think that the front of the rib cage going to the front of the pelvis, otherwise you will turn it into the crunch activity. The neutral position of the spine will be gone, and that's not what we want. Remember, we want the spine to stay neutral. But if you think this guy is going to these guys, then you will have this engagement. And as you can see, I still keep my arch neutral. That's exactly what we want. So ready? Let's go. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. Now bring the legs together, relax the legs, and try to extend the hips. 1, 2, 1, 2. Constantly keeping the spine neutral. Make sure that the arch is still there. 10 reps. 7, 8, 9 and 10, and now hold for 30 seconds or 10 if you don't feel like you can hold it for 30. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 30. You might feel some tension in the neck, so try to relax the neck and let the head sit a little bit back. So don't hold the tension in the neck like this. Just elongate the spine. You can look at the ceiling and keep holding, but do not push the lower back down to the floor. Just make sure that the rib cage are tucked by thinking this guy to this guy, and spine tall. 1, 2, 3, and done. Rest. That's a very nice exercise to warm up the core with the neutral spine. We're going to do that one more time. So you're doing 10 rib cage in, 10 legs extension with the rib cage in, and 30 seconds holding. You can increase that interval up to 1 minute if you feel like it. Ready? Let's do it one more time. And take the position, arms back, spine neutral, reach out with the spine, back, reach out with the lower spine. That way, arms back, legs a little bit apart, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Bring the legs together and go extension. 1 and 2. Keep the legs light. No need to tense the legs, otherwise it will be very difficult. Relax the legs. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Relax the neck. 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the neck. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the arch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sides of the rib cage to the sides of the hips. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. Good job, guys. You can do the third set if you like, but 2 sets are more than enough. Next one. This one is easy. We're going to do the whole body rock-in and whole body hold. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. But typically whole body is done in this fashion. We don't really like it because, again, it's conditioning the core muscles, yes, but you're not conditioning the spinal muscles to keep the elongation of the spine. So with this exercise, with this core conditioning, you cannot really do the handstands. It will be very closed handstands. So we would like to perform slightly modified version of the whole body hold, when pretty much like during the previous exercise, when the spine keeps its length. So let's do just that. Hold the spine neutral, reach out slightly, tug the rib cage, relax off. With the legs, create the momentum and roll with this with the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep the spine tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely not like this. 6, 7, 9, 10, 20 is spine tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and hold. Make sure the arch is still there. You can squeeze the glutes just a little bit, but try to breathe normally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Relax the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The upper back is not resting on the floor completely. Slightly elevated with the arms in the air, legs in the air. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some light arch. And 10. Rest. Good job. One more to go. So again, very important to keep the spine elongated and not collapse the spine into the crunch, because we want the core to be strong when it's elongated a little bit, not when it's fully contracted. Because in gymnastics you rarely see elements with the spine completely crunched. Those elements, I cannot think even of any of those. I'm sure they exist, but we want the spine tall for now. It will be beneficial for everything you do. Boxing, martial arts, spine neutral. Now you can operate the shoulders. Powerlifting, bodybuilding, spare your lower back. Let's do it one more time. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Go back. Here, create the momentum with the arm, with the legs. You should not facilitate the rocking with the arms like this. 1 and 2, or with the extra crunch. 3, 4, 5. Definitely the body is being rocked by the legs. The body is doing nothing on its own. The body stays passive. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 30. And hold it for 30 seconds. Spine tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax the neck. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Feel the stretch in the core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sides of the rib cage to the sides of the pelvis. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. Fantastic. This one is a bit challenging. We're going to start in the hollow body hold. At all time, you're returning to the hollow body hold, and you're starting with the hollow body hold. So you're not relaxing on the floor. You're not just laying down and enjoying your life. So from this position, take the hollow body hold. 1. Now we're going to work with the hip flexors as well. And we're going up. You can help with the arms. 1, legs apart, touch, and 2, and again. 1 and 2, and again. 1 and 2. Keep the spine neutral. Again, we don't want to crunch. We don't want to do this one. Otherwise, you will not be able to bring the legs apart. You will not feel any stability, any strength. You'll be all crunched up. We don't like it. And 5 to go. Spine tall, neutral. 1. Legs apart. 2. 1, 2, 3 to go. 1, 2, 3 to go. 1, 2, 3 to go. 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and hold for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spine neutral, 6, 7, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. Definitely not like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Done. Rest. Great. So this exercise incorporates the work of the hip flexors as well, and you should feel a fair amount of activation of the core, which is great. But again, do not crunch. Keep the spine tall, even if it does not look tall. In my case, when you're holding like this, you might see that the lower back is a little bit rounded, but it should happen through the resistance of the spinal muscles. Spinal muscles always should strive to keep the spine tall, even if it's not happening. They are still trying, so that whenever they are given the opportunity, they will bounce the spine back into the neutral position. Otherwise, if you just succumb to the core tension only, even when the opportunity presents itself, the spine is not straightening, which is not really something we want. Let's do it one more time from the whole body hold, and go 1, tall, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't look down. Keep the neck neutral. Neck is not participating here. The head moves because the spine moves. And for some reason, they attach the head to the spine. I don't know that reason, but it is what it is. Let's do 3 more. 1, spine tall 2, spine tall 3. Hold it 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3. No looking down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 30, and done. Rest. Great job, guys. Let's move on. You're going to like this one. For this one, we will need a broomstick or any stick you can find in your household. If you don't have a stick, grab a towel or grab a t-shirt so it's long enough. Stretch it, and very similar exercise to the previous one from the whole body hold. Now we'll be trying to get this stick over the toes. It's very challenging, requiring some mobility, flexibility, so we will modify it as we go. So let's see what we can do. Take the position, whole body hold. So now, ideally what we want to do is keeping the spine tall, legs, you can flex the ankles, 1, 2, down, and return. So if it's difficult, you can bend the knees. Spine tall, bend the knees, 1, 2, and bend the knees, return. So let's do 10 of the first easier version, and we'll go from there. And 1 and 2, good. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, great. And 1 and 2. Let's do 5 more. And 1, good. And 2, good. And spine is trying to stay tall. 3, good. And 4, good. And 5, and return. Hold it for 10 seconds or 30 if you feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Rest. That one is very challenging because now we're working with the spinal stability, with the core strength, and the compression strength of your hips. So whenever you're going into that position, it's not just the matter of bringing the legs like this, up, 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 up. You should think that the legs are trying to bend at the hips. You're keeping the legs relatively loose. No need to tense them, otherwise it will be very difficult to move the legs. So you're moving the legs from here up as if somebody grabbed your sock and pulled the leg into the hip and up to the face. Spine tall, stick. You can stop pointing toes for a second to get the stick over and back. No need to be in a hurry with this exercise. Might be difficult. You can try to get 5 for the first time or even 3, but with a good form, and progress towards 10 reps. So let's try to do the more difficult version. Let's try to do 10 reps with the legs straight, keeping it under control, as clean as possible. Yeah, let me move here. Ready? Whole body hold and go. 1, return. 2 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 Good, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, good, 9, good, 10, good, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, rest. You might have noticed that I cheated a little bit. I did not really manage to keep my knees fully locked, fully straightened. It's okay. Sometimes for the sake of the exercise and stamina, you can sacrifice the form just a tiny bit, but you always should strive to keep the knees as locked as possible with the leg slide and the spine as tall as possible. However, my spine did not look tall, but I tried, and that is why I was successful. Instead of succumbing completely to the crunch and doing this one, there is no way I can advance more unless I try to keep the spine slightly taller, working with the spinal stabilizers. Very important. Let's move on. Okay, let's switch the gear and work with the spinal muscles. We're going to do the superhuman rocking. Superman is politically incorrect nowadays. So superhuman rocking, from this position, you go up again, spine staying tall. You're not trying to crunch or arch excessively, just keep reaching forward. Rock your legs, rock your body with the legs, and just go with this. 1, 2, 3, spine tall, 4, 5, third second, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, done, rest. This one is fairly easy. Again, at all time you're trying to stretch the spine in both directions. Upper spine goes that way, lower spine goes back, so the spine is staying neutral. Don't try to think that we need to maintain the arch in the lower back by emphasizing it, by pushing the chest out. That's not what we want. We still want to somehow keep pushing the sides of the ribcage to the sides of the pelvis. However, it did not look like that, but inside your brain, inside your mind, you should try doing that. Let's do it one more time. Let's push it to 1 minute. Here you go. Take the position, arms off, spine tall, rock the torso with the legs, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and done. Rest. Great. During this exercise, as during any other exercises, try to stay relatively relaxed. Try to minimize the unnecessary tension in the body so that the muscles which are actually responsible for the movement in that drill can work freely without the need to find their own colleagues in the body. So do not create the civil war in your body. Stay relaxed under the tension. I'm going to cover it in one of my next videos as well. You should check it out. Let's move on. This one is about coordination of the core work and the spinal work. So we're going to roll on the stomach and back from the whole body hold, trying to keep the feet together, arms together, and spine in one line. So it's going to look like this. Take the position, good, and drive the movement from the hips, not from the upper arms. Hips, spine tall, 1, weight, extinguish the momentum, and with the hips, return. 1, and let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Drive with the hips, 1, with the hips, 2, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Great. And the same for the other side. Let's go here. Let me switch the mic. Here and here. Perfect. And we're going to do the same thing here with the hips. 1, turn, 2, 1, 2. Keep the spine tall. Reach out with the spine. Reach out with the spine. We definitely want to avoid these movements. Reach out with the spine, with the hip. 1. Reach out with the spine, with the hip. Whole body hold. Not this position. Whole body hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Good. So this one is more dynamic version of the core. It requires switching between the core control and spinal muscles facilitating to spinal muscles controlling, the core facilitating. Good exercise to keep your coordination in good shape. Very kind of important to keep the feet together so that the legs are not becoming wobbly and all over the place. Same with the arms. Try to reach out with the spine. It will make it easier to keep reaching out with the arms, keep reaching away with the legs. Let's do it one more time. 5, 5, each side. Again, no rush. Try not to use the momentum while you're rocking, rolling over. Make it look as elegant as possible. And no worries if you don't get it from the first time, you will get it eventually. Let's try. Whole body hold, and with the hips, reach out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 to go. 1, stay relatively relaxed. 2, 1, 2, hold, relatively relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Good. Switch the sides. Let me switch the mic. Good. Perfect. Ready? Let's do the same from this side. Very often, by the way, guys, very often in each individual, left is easier than the right, right is easier than the left. So if it's the case, then we need to address the spinal muscle imbalances again in one of my next videos, when one of the side of the spinal muscles likes being more active than the other side, or vice versa, and that is addressable, needs to be addressed. Otherwise, one of your sides is going to be your stronger one, just because the spinal activity is facilitating that side, and the other side of the body is going to be the weak one, but not those guys to blame, just the spine is not in the right place for that side. That's why, something to keep in mind. So it's okay if for now you feel that rolling to the left easier than rolling to the right. It's okay, we'll address it in one of my next videos. Ready? Let's go it. Let's do it. And go. Reach out, stay relaxed. Reach out. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 to go. 1, 2, hips. 1, 2, hold. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Good job. Let's switch gears again. Let's do something easier. We're going to hold a regular plank position with the spine long, rib cage tucked, kind of inverted whole body hold, without actually doing this. We don't want it. We want the spine neutral. Just picture that you're lying down on the floor. This is the spine, and from here we are going to try to move the leg sideways, sliding on the floor without disturbing the spine. So looks like this. 1 and 2. No need to kick it, otherwise the spine will be collapsing into the side crunch. We don't want it. We want to isolate the work of the hip flexors so that the hip flexors, with support of the spinal muscles and the core, can move the leg sideways without disturbing the body alignment. Very important for many skills, many unrelated to gymnastics skills, such as martial arts, walking, running, powerlifting, you name it. So let's try 10-10 on each side. Looking straight ahead, no looking down. If you look down, then you're crunching. Spinal alignment neutral. Pelvis is not hanging, just you're reaching back with the spine, keeping that mild arch. And let's go. 1 and 2. Keep the leg relaxed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Good. So try to minimize any help, any activity from the spine. We definitely don't want to move the spine rotate the spine, anything of this kind. We do want to keep the spine as stable as possible, so the spinal muscles nicely coordinate their work with the core muscles, providing very good environment for the hip flexors to pull on the legs, using the torso as a stable base to hold onto, while the hip muscles pulling on the bones of the legs. So they need the stable base. And for the hip flexors, for the hip muscles, the stable base is your torso, your spine. So for that reason, we want the spine stable, otherwise the hip flexors will not be able to do their job properly. Let's do the other side. Angle spine neutral. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and done. Good. 2 sets, 10 reps will be just enough. Let's do it one more time on the other side. This time, let's make it a little bit more interesting. We're not going to touch the floor, just keep the legs slightly in the air, just maybe 1-2 centimeters or 1 inch over the floor. No need to point the toes. Again, no need to kick. You should have the leg relatively relaxed so that the quads are not tense, the hamstring, the calves are not tense. Otherwise, the leg will feel heavy, and actually those muscles will inhibit the work of the hip flexors. So just keep the legs relatively loose but locked in the knee, and initiate the movement from here. In addition, you can rotate the thigh a little bit out, just tiny bit, and move it. Just thigh a little bit out, move it. Let's go. Take the position, leg in the air. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 7, and 8, 9, and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Good. The other side, the same idea. Again, try to stay relatively relaxed. No need to push hard with the arms. No need to tense the abs. We need fine balance between the muscle engagement. If your core is working way harder than the spine, then it will pull you into the crunch. Vice versa, spine works too hard, arching. Vice versa, hip flexors working too hard. You will go into the side crunch. So we need to create the balance. We need to play the symphony. And as you know, in symphony, every musical instrument must play at the certain level, at the certain time, in the certain sequence. Otherwise, if that pianist keeps hitting the keys as loudly as he or she can, then you're not going to enjoy that symphony. Let's do the other side. Same idea. Keep the spine tall, neutral, ribcage, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Done. That one is a bit easier one, right, compared to the previous ones. Let's move on. Almost done. This one is going to be about the coordination again, coordination of the spinal work, core work, and the hip flexor work. So now these 3 groups of muscles are working in synchrony, while the 4th group of muscles, your quads, going to work quite hard. So what that means, you see it like this, spine tall, arms in front of you, you lean back a little bit, but keep the spine tall, hip flexors engaged, so that you can take the feet off the floor, maintain the position, and from here 10 reps with the quads in mind, extend the knee, not the hip, the knee. So the quads are going to pull the shin bone around the knee in this position, stretching the hamstrings, but you should not lose the coordinated work of the hip, core, and the spinal stabilizers. And let's go. 10, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Rest. Great. So now see how we keep adding to the functionality of the body. So first we condition the core to work with the spine tall. After we condition the spinal muscles to work with the tense core. After we condition the coordination between spinal work and the core work. After we added some hip flexor work to the duo, and after we created another assembly, now we're asking the quads, the other biggest muscle group of the body to work in coordination with the rest of the body, and see how we're building the functionality slowly to be applicable to essentially any movement you're trying to improve or learn. Handstands, boxing, martial arts, bodybuilding, whatever. It's all applicable and can be successfully incorporated with any training. Let's do it one more time. So spine tall, rib cage tucked. You're striving to get the sides of the rib cage to the sides of the pelvis without crunching. That one will not do. That one will be difficult and you will have no balance. So tall, tall, and go 1, 2, 3. Not dropping the knee. The knees are definitely not going this way. You're not extending the hip, you're extending only the knee. This is the hip extension when the upper leg is going down, and this is the knee extension. And all together, they give you leg extension. So we need the knee extension only. Let's go 10. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Great. Okay, you're doing great. Moving on, almost done guys, almost done. The second last, similar to the previous one, now we will be asking the fifth group of muscles to join our orchestra to play together. So spinal muscles, core muscles, hip flexors, knee extensors, your quads, and now the shoulders will be moving the arms to the ears while you're maintaining the coordinated static engagement of the other 4 groups of muscles. So you go here, you hold, arms here, 1, 2, 3, 4, losing it, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, rest. Good. That one is challenging. So I was losing it a little bit because I was rushing myself. I was trying to force my arms back, and that's why I did not have enough time to coordinate the engagement. So you should not be in a hurry to get the arms up and try to survive in this position, because see, even when I'm sitting on the floor and trying to move the arm fast, see how my entire body is moving all over the place because I'm physically creating the momentum. My arm has mass. That mass creates some forces which might be affecting my spine, throwing it out of the alignment. So therefore, I want to kind of subdue these forces or control these forces and adjust accordingly as I go. So for that reason, slower is better. 3, 4, 5. Let's do it one more time. Lean back, spine tall, extend it, and 1. Up, lost it, right? Because I did not coordinate the work. I lost by the way, it happened because I lost the spinal stability. My core overpowered me, 1, and I lost the balance. So let's try again. Sorry, this position, 1, and spine tall, 3, spine tall, 4, spine tall, 5, spine tall, 6, spine tall, 7, spine tall, 8, spine tall, 9, hold for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. See how the coordinated work becomes very important. The spine is lost, the core will take over, will give you 150%, you will lose the balance. Now picture it happening on the rings or anywhere else. Might be fatal, might be even injury prone. So we definitely don't want to perform this exercise fast, thinking that faster looking cooler. Nope, slower the better. More time you have to control, the better. And after the confidence grows, you can increase the speed. But again, you have nobody to impress, nobody to compete with but yourself yesterday. Your goal is to become 1% better than you were yesterday. You don't care about the others. You don't need to be better than others, better than me, better than anybody else. You need to be better than yourself yesterday by 1% every day, okay? And the final one, guys, you made it. Congrats. So now we're going to ask 5 groups of big muscles to work in coordination to hold one position. Breathing normally, staying relatively relaxed, and enjoying the life. Let's do the previous exercise, only the final part of it. Just holding. So spine tall, rib cage tucked, hip flexors, extension, arms, and you're just holding this position. 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 30. Done. Rest. Great. One final set. So whenever you're holding the elements, you're not just trying to survive and think, oh my God, how much longer? What's happening? Counting. Your mind should be absolutely zoned out. In your mind, you should on repeat go through the checklist: spine tall, rib cage, hip flexors, quads. Spine tall, rib cage, hip flexors, quads. Spine tall, hip flexors, quads, shoulders. Go through the list of all those 5 groups of muscles which are engaged in your mind. That's how you're conditioning the spine. That's how you're developing a new pattern of the engagement of those muscles. That's how you're improving the pattern of work. And I covered this in my podcast, episode 2. It's going to be released this Sunday. You should check it out, how to train the brain first, not the muscles. And that's essentially what we're doing. We're meditating inside the mind, trying to develop new pattern so that the new pattern will include all those 5 big muscle groups working in coordinated fashion. Of course, we're conditioning the muscles as well, but in the first place, we need to learn a new pattern of movement so that we can build on this. Let's do the second set, final one, and we will be done. Ready? And again, create the list, checklist: spine tall, rib cage, hip flexors, quads, shoulders. Spine tall, rib cage, hip flexors, quads, shoulders. And don't think about anything else. Go on repeat in a loop through those 5 cues while holding this movement. Do not think about anything but those 5 cues. Deal? Let's go. And spine, rib cage, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Done. Great. I really want to hope that you followed my advice and you were meditating and not trying to survive, not trying to be distracted by that burn. Whenever you feel burn in the muscles anywhere, either it's core or hip flexors, just tell yourself, it's just my muscles, it's not my brain. My brain is comfortable, everything is fine inside my head. It's just the muscles, they can burn, no problem, who cares? That's how you're actually developing the psychological stamina of your performance, because there is physical stamina and there is psychological stamina. Psychological stamina when you cannot tolerate the discomfort up to a certain point, and no matter what, you will seize the engagement of your muscles or your central nervous system. Your brain will seize it for you because your pain threshold or discomfort threshold is not there. The muscles are there, they still have energy. Yes, they're burning, they're in discomfort, but it's still doable. So we need to train the psychological stamina as well. In one of my next videos, I will tell him, in my podcast, I will tell you about that, as well as the physical stamina, okay? So I think we're done for today. Thank you very much for your efforts. I think you felt some burn in your core. You got the idea of what we were trying to work with. Please subscribe to my channel. It will be greatly appreciated. I always like to see that somebody benefits from what I'm doing. It's very motivational for me. Shoot me the message, comment what you think about this routine, ask questions. If anything is unclear, I'm always here, just in the comments. I will be always happy to advise on the technique, on the progressions, and anything of the kind. For now, try to repeat it another day on your own. Put this video on your phone, go to the gym, and try to go through that routine without my blah blah blah. Annoying, I know, but I thought I would share and see how you feel after that. Give it a couple of tries and I'm sure those elements will become even better in a week or so. That is it for today, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, joining me. Go train, enjoy your day, and I will see you in my next episode. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Trainer Maxim. Thank you.